Hi, WordPressers. You may ask, what's all this fuss about this new all sports sport, and why the heck would I use it? Assuming I had a site with a lot of teams. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a game to this Cal Women's Swimming and show you what happens with the teams. So I'm going to try and add a game for Baylor, and I've already created a team named Baylor, but I haven't put it in any league. I certainly don't want to put it in Pac-12 swimming, and I could put it in NCAA women's swimming, but let's just see what happens if we don't put it anywhere. Let's create the game. I want to say this is let's say right now that it's a Pac-12 game, or meet, dual meet. And when we try to add to the game, I could be on the 5th, that's fine. Cal Women's Swimming is going to be home. And when I try to add another team, I only get the teams that are in Pac-12 Women's Swimming. Well, no problem. You guys have dealt with this before. We'll make it a non-league game. And now we get some more teams. And these teams that we got, Tennessee, Texas, and UCLA, and Michigan, are in the NCAA swimming league. So it's a swimming league. The sport is swimming, so it will show all the teams here that are in that sport. This is a change that was made, I think, around 2.6, because I was showing all the teams, and it was a huge list for a number of my partners. So that's pretty good, but I still don't have Baylor there. So that's why we have to put every team in a league. So let's suppose we do put it in the NCAA swimming league now. And we save that team. And now we'll make it let's change it back to a non-league game and see. There's Baylor. Because it's sport. It now has a sport. Until a team is in a league, it doesn't have a sport. So there you go. We got a sport for Baylor. And we can now have a Cal Baylor swim meet. It can be 5th, 1300. That's fine. We don't need to worry about a lot of this stuff. We can publish it. So now we come back here and we look at our schedule. There we have Baylor at Cal. It appears on the Cal team schedule. It appears on the Pac-12 league schedule because I made it a Pac-12 league game. But now let's just suppose that we want to add another game. And this is going to be a Pac-12 football game. And we can pick a season if we want. Doesn't really matter. And now since it's a Pac-12 game, there we get all the teams in the Pac-12. Scroll that down a little bit. You can see. There we go. But I don't get any other team in the Pac-12. Not in the Pac-12. Easy peasy. Let's say it's going to be Baylor again. So it's Baylor. And say they're going to play a football game. So let's make it a non-league game, not a problem. Now we get a whole bunch more teams here. But we're not, if I scroll down, you can see there's I'm sure I can fit them all on the screen. But this list can be huge for some of my partners with their sites. But Baylor's not there. Why isn't Baylor there? Because Baylor's not doesn't play football. So I'm going to go back to leagues, and I'm going to create a new league, and I'm just going to make this the All Sports League. And it's going to be all sports. It'll be 2020. Doesn't matter that much. Let's create that league. So we have an All Sports League. Now there's two things I could do with this team. I could go in and add this team to other leagues, NCAA football league, whatever it might be. But I don't, there's a collection of issues with doing that. I could make a new team entirely and put it in a football league. I could add this team to a football league, which would create a collection of problems. We have to refresh this screen, so let's just go back to back here a second, and let's go back to teams. So now when I look at this team, instead of putting it in NCAA swimming, I'm going to put it in all sports. So the idea would be this would be a team from somewhere far away in the state, perhaps, that's only going to play games against local teams when they're non-league games early in the season or playoff games late in the season. But the site doesn't want to track their schedule or the standings of their league at all. It just wants to be able to add the team. Like, for example, it's playing Cal. You want to be able to add the team. So what you can do is you can just create a team that's in this all-sports league, and then basically it'll represent the school. And you can use it in any sport. So now if we go to League Manager, and we go back to Manage Games, I think I'm still here. Let's go back here, Manage Games. And I've got this draft game still. So let's go ahead and edit it. And it's going to be a Pac-12 game. It's going to be a Pac-12 game. Its season is it's due 2020. It's going to be, again, since it's a Pac-12 game, there's my Pac-12 teams. But now I'm going to say it's a non-league game. And now what I'm going to see is I'm going to see all the teams that are playing the same sport as the Pac-12, which just happens to be Pac-12 football. I probably should have labeled it that way. But I'm also going to see teams that are in the all sports category. So I'll see those teams as well. So this can save me space, time. I can create one team, put it in all sports, assign it to any team, and have some control over the size of these menus. So that's it. That's all that All Sports does. Nice feature to have. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at the following link for ShoalSummitSolutions.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon.